Update. Am I the a-hole for telling my ex-boyfriend that he deserves to be alone and using his sterility against him? Original post. I, 33 female, had been with my ex-boyfriend, 34 male, for almost 10 years. He was my first love, and I can't describe how much I loved him. We have known each other since primary school. We became friends immediately. We really enjoyed each other's company because we shared the same sense of humor and beliefs. We fell in love and started dating at 19. We live both in Europe, but he is from a different country. His family is very conservative, and they never approved of our relationship. They wanted him to date a girl from their culture. I tried everything to please them. I learned his mother language, and I respected his family, and never said a bad word to them. We even have the same religion. I did not convert for him. I was born in the same religion. His parents even told me that I'm a nice girl, but I'm simply from the wrong culture, and they would lose face if he would marry me. My ex always had my back, as well as his sister. She was the only one who was welcoming towards me. He told his parents that I'm the love of his life, and he is going to either marry me or not at all. Apart from the problems with his family, we had a great relationship. We were each other's first relationship, and we also had our first time together. Of course, we fought, like every couple, but just about silly things. We were really compatible, and he simply was my soulmate, or so I thought. This makes the following even more devastating. About 5 years ago, he suddenly broke up with me. The breakup came out of the blue, and I didn't expect it. He told me that his parents found him a wife from his culture, and he accepted to marry her. They already met and settled on a date for the engagement. He told me that he loved me, but his parents would never accept me since it had already been 10 years, and says he didn't want to waste more time and start a family. We waited for his parents' blessing, since we didn't want to welcome a child into this mess. After that, he blocked me and my family and friends and everything. I tried to reach his sister, but she had blocked me too. He and his family moved into a different city, and I was left behind with so many questions nobody could answer me. Why now? Why did he have my back for 10 years just to abandon me in a sec? I was heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very dark period in my life. I only got through it due to my loving family and friends, who supported me through every step of healing. It took me a very long time to trust again. I stayed single for almost 4 years. Then about a year ago, I met my current boyfriend. I really thought I'm not able to trust and love again, but he healed every inch of my heart. He is just the sweetest and funniest guy on earth. 2 weeks ago, my ex contacted me on Facebook with a fake account. He gave me a long apology for the way he treated me and said he never stopped loving me, blah blah blah. I called BS and told him to not waste my time and to just spill the beans. He told me that he couldn't have children, and his wife divorced him because she wanted biological kids. In his culture, most people won't adopt. And he remembered that I always wanted to adopt. He then told me that we can finally be together, since his parents know that it would be hard to find a woman from their culture who doesn't want bio children. Suddenly, they're all over the moon for us getting back together. I simply wrote back, I'm in a happy relationship and don't want you in my life. After the way you treated me, I have absolutely no empathy left for you. You deserve to be alone. I don't want to waste more time and start my own family. And since you're not capable of giving me children, it's good that you're gone. I blocked him after that. His sister called me a few days later and told me that my ex is really hurt about what I said and to please give him another chance to explain himself. I told her that I really don't care about him anymore and to never contact me again. But after I calmed down, I kinda regret using his sterility against him. Anger got the best of me in that moment. I just wanted to be done with him as fast as possible, and to be honest, I wanted to hurt him like it had hurt me. But now I kinda regret it. My boyfriend says he deserved it, but he loves me and might be biased. Same with my family and friends. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? Now for the top comments before reading the updates. Your anger is definitely understandable. He blew it when he let his parents and culture decide his love life. Do his parents not lose face if he remains a bachelor? And he's got some nerve reaching out after 5 years and treating you like a backup plan. However, you could have taken the high road and simply said, "No, you hurt me terribly, and it took me a long time to heal from it. I've moved on with another man, and I have zero interest in going back. I suggest you move on with a new woman who accepts you. And this time, don't let your family or culture break you up. Also, I don't like what his reaching out is doing to me. I fought really hard to get over him, and now he has the audacity to come back and open old wounds? I was in such a good place, and now I just feel angry. That he came back just shows that he never cared about me in the first place. I love my new boyfriend, and I would never get back with ex. I'm still angry though." It sounds all understandable how you reacted. It might be a good idea to check in with a coach or therapist. Him leaving the first time around caused you trauma. A few chats can make you sure you grow past it. He sounds like he's not worth the anger it's causing. I saw a coach for that matter after we broke up. I have an appointment with him next week. Honestly, the comments and support here, as well as just writing everything down, helped me to realize that I don't need to feel guilty. I'm happy that I dodged a bullet. Not a-hole. What did he expect? That you would be sitting around waiting for him to change his mind or something? He deserves every word you said, and then some. Hopefully you and your current boyfriend are happy and prosperous in your life together. Put your past behind you and live your best life. It is truly the best revenge. That's exactly what he thought. Because in his deluded mind, he is God's gift to all women, and the world revolves around him. He needed a harsh and brutal reality check, and Opie gave him one. He got so hurt by the truth that his sister had to step in and call Opie. His whole family are beyond pathetic and desperate to get him married off face up before their conservative community and family members finds out he's infertile. The audacity of him and his disgusting family to think there is even a small chance that Opie leaves her boyfriend to marry an infertile man. You were not the a-hole. You were actually too nice to him. There is no excuse for a 30-year-old man living in 21st century Europe to do this to love of his life because his parents would not approve her. It was pathetic and selfish then, but it is over the roof now. So he and his sister are on Facebook? Personally, I would vent about all of it in an open Facebook post. Without holding back my words, it would bring me closure. And of course, I want to tag them both, and whoever else I want to tag. Thank you so much for your idea. It really made me laugh. But I don't want to give him any further attention. I don't want him to know that his sudden message opened up an old wound. I'd rather let him know that I don't care about him at all. I just want to move on with my life and be happy. Now for the first update. First of all, thank you so much for your kind words and really thoughtful input. You have no idea how much it helped me. So today my ex-boyfriend and his sister showed up at my door. I really didn't want to let them in, but my boyfriend told me that I maybe need to hear what they have to tell me to close this chapter of my life. So I let them in. My boyfriend went to our bedroom to give us room to talk, but he said I should call him if I needed him. My ex and his sister told me that their parents arranged a marriage for him 10 years ago with his ex-wife. Arranged marriages are apparently pretty common in his culture. He told me that he didn't want to marry her, but his parents guilt-tripped him into marrying her. They told him that the whole family would lose face if he doesn't oblige, and to think about his sisters. Who's gonna marry them if the family reputation is destroyed? He basically agreed into this marriage to protect the family reputation. His sister also apologized for blocking me. She told me that her parents had threatened her that they will cut all financial support if she ever had contact with me again. She was 19 and a student at that time, so I honestly understand and don't hold a grudge against her. I told her that as well. She told me that she started dating a man from another culture 3 years ago. Her parents basically put her through the same nonsense as they did with my ex. But she told them that she will not allow them to destroy her life, like they destroyed the life of my ex. She cut all contact with her family except for my ex. She then told me that he put her through college, maybe to show me that he is a good guy after all. At this point, my ex started crying. He told me that he is so sorry. When his sister cut contact, he thought about getting a divorce and begged me for forgiveness, but he was sure that I wouldn't take him back. He said that he never loved his ex-wife and that he only ever loved me and that he still loves me. He also cut contact with his parents a few days ago. He told me that he is very sorry for what happened and that he will try the rest of his life to make it up to me if I just give him one more chance and many more stuff. I just let him talk. Honestly, seeing him after all that time, I thought that I would be in a rage or cry or that meeting him would bring some emotion into the surface. Really, anything. I was really surprised. I was completely calm and I felt no deep feelings towards him. It was like a stranger was telling me a story. Of course, I felt sorry for him, but all that hurt and anger that I felt after his message was completely gone. After he finished, I apologized for holding his sterility against him. Then I told him that although I'm really sorry how his life went, there is absolutely no chance in getting back together. I told him that he is and will be my past, and that I don't want any further contact. That I love my boyfriend from the bottom of my heart, and that he is my future. He started crying more but said that he understands and wished me luck. His sister said that she would be happy to stay in contact. I told her that I'm really proud of her, that she had the courage to stand up against her parents, and that I wish her all the best in life. But I also think that some connections should stay in the past. She was sad, but also very understanding. She hugged me before they left and wished me a happy life with my boyfriend. It sounded sincere. Honestly, I'm happy that they showed up. It kinda helped me to get closure. And it showed me how lucky I am to have my boyfriend. Glad to hear this. It took your ex years to do what his sister did. He just cut off his parents a few days ago. He chose not to fight for you. And now that he is damaged goods and divorced, he was willing to come back to you. You are right to close that chapter of your life. May you have a wonderful life with your boyfriend. His sister would probably not been able to do so if she had not witnessed her brother's story before. It is unfair to compare siblings in every way, but specifically when it comes to dealing with a toxic family. There are studies on the matter that shows that as the older sibling always try to stay on track to comply to parents' BS because he cannot know better, the younger ones can realize that following the rules doesn't guarantee a good outcome, and so are more rebellious. It is thanks to her big brother's unfortunate turn of events in his love life that she knew better than listen to her parents. So when he thought he could have kids and actively trying to have kids, he was sure you wouldn't take him back. But now when he knows he is sterile, he was sure you will take him back? And his explanation for ghosting you was that no one will marry sisters in the 21st century Europe if he doesn't sacrifice himself to another woman? And what was his reason for not telling you all of this drama then, other than the lack of basic decency? Your ex is a very interesting guy. Yes, I dodged a bullet. I'm so happy that it didn't last. I feel really sorry for him. I hate these family-centered cultures that think parents have the right to arrange and control every aspect of their children's lives and make it so hard and guilt-riddled for the children to free themselves and live their own lives and make their own choices. But for you and him, it was simply too late. He completely destroyed your trust, not just by leaving you, but by how he left you. Maximum amount of pain and betrayal, zero amount of explanation, empathy, or any real effort to mitigate the damage. I'm glad you got closure, and I hope he'll be able to move on too. And I hope their parents die miserable and alone, and cut off from all of their offspring. I know now that the breakup was the best thing that happened to me. He was my first love, and I missed so many red flags. Now that I know how a healthy relationship looks like, I would never go back to that. I hope that he also finds closure and happiness. Oh, what were the red flags that you missed, if I may ask, apart from his bullying family? It's just that in your first post, you described him like he had been close to perfect. Well, we were together for 10 years, and he didn't propose because his parents were not ready. We didn't try for children because his parents were not accepting of us. Although he stood up for me when they said something mean, he really never acted towards building a future together, like proposing, for example. I just realized that he actually always put his parents' needs before mine. I was just so blind. He basically showed me again and again that he wouldn't choose me. Now for the last update. Hi guys, it's been a few weeks after my last post, and I just wanted to give you a small update about my life because you guys helped me so much. My boyfriend proposed on our anniversary some weeks ago, and I said yes. So we are going to marry at the end of September in a small ceremony, with only our family and a small group of friends. I'm also pregnant with our first child. Life couldn't be better right now, and sometimes I'm still afraid that it's just a dream. As for my ex, I ran into his sister today while shopping. We went for a coffee and she congratulated me. She told me that my ex already told her that I'm pregnant. Apparently, my sister posted a picture of my ultrasound on IG with the caption, "Can't wait to meet you." I don't use IG, so I wasn't aware of it. She told me that he had a meltdown and wanted to contact me and fight for my love. She told him to move on, since I'm obviously happy, and to not cause any issues. She told me that he was hurt by her words, but he knew that she is right, so he didn't contact me. I'm so thankful for her thoughtfulness. We chatted a bit more and then went our separate ways. I really hope that it finds happiness someday. I, for myself, decided that it's not healthy to hold grudges. I'm focusing on our baby and just being happy with my fiancé.